On Tuesday morning, presenters John Kay and Sally Nugent were joined by Labour's Shadow Chief Secretary to the Treasury, Pat McFadden, to discuss the mini-budget. However, the MP angered viewers as he failed to answer questions about what financial changes the political party would make. It was revealed October 11 would be the first time members of Parliament would return to the House of Commons after the controversial mini-budget. To reflect on the economic policies, Labour's Shadow Chief Secretary to the Treasury, Pat McFadden, made an appearance on BBC Breakfast. Speaking to the MP, Sally asked, "So we've got people at home this morning watching who probably are panicking about their fuel bills, cost of living, how much they're going to pay for their mortgage. In this situation, what would a Labour government be doing instead?" To which McFadden responded, "Well, of course the answer is we wouldn't have done this package, we wouldn't have announced it. Remember, the government already rightly had to announce a big intervention to help people with the energy crisis." He added, "That was necessary because people simply couldn't afford the kind of energy price rises announced by Ofgem back in August. But what they've done is they really compounded the damage by this whole series of unfunded tax cuts, which was based essentially on the idea that they would borrow money from my constituency of Wolverhampton South East to fund a tax cut of people earning over £100,000 a year." McFadden continued, "That was at the heart of the package, so we just wouldn't have done this because it was done at a time when inflation was already high." However, viewers weren't satisfied with his answer and took to social media to accuse him of avoiding questions. @Ian1867 tweeted, "Pat McFadden, why didn't you answer the question on at breakfast of what would you change in the mini-budget?" And angered @Marg0Pits added, "At breakfast interviewing Labour re-budget, keep asking what they would do as they are criticising but not answering what they would do. He is appalling and shows Labour hasn't a clue." Gabby Logan opens up on detrimental party lifestyle at Recantha stated, "Labour guy on at breakfast not answering questions is not a good look. About the only thing has said is that Labour wouldn't have announced any of the mini-budget. But then says they wouldn't reverse the knee changes. So, which is it, Keir Starmer?" A furious @Stephen3457 ranted, "Pat McFadden, everything you said on at breakfast was a lie. All inaccurate, all historic data. Typical of Labour, spouting wrong soundbite politics." Sick, @Welshmopar shared, "Pat McFadden, your poor showing on at breakfast this morning gave the public nothing apart from tell us, you're not someone I trust with the UK finances. Tell us what you would do, man, for goodness sake." Pathetic. Speaking on the Conservative Party's future, McFadden added, "What they need to do now is, instead of compounding the damage, through a whole series of public service cuts, which will simply cause more pain to the NHS, schools and to other essential public services, is to revisit what caused the damage in the first place." As he added, rather than doubling down and causing more damage, McFadden was interrupted by Sally, who took a different line of questioning. On September 23, 2 weeks after Liz Truss took over as Prime Minister, Chancellor of the Exchequer Kwasi Kwarteng announced a set of economic policies referred to as the mini-budget. BBC Breakfast airs daily at 6 a.m.